All right, here we are. We're live in Shakopee. Game 2 of the JV Jamboree Tournament. Championship game, Whitehawks versus Shakopee. The previous game ran a little late, so we're just getting started here. We'll get some starting lineups, probably an anthem, and we'll be ready to go. Can't hear the announcers at all. Can you get them to turn it up a little bit? Ashlyn Dvorak, Charlotte Falk, Malin Dempsey, Kylie Johnson, Jenny Tyler, and the 40 Sammy Stark. There's your Whitehawks starting lineup. I think they turned it up a little. No anthem. Must have did it before the other game. The Whitehawks 11-3 on the season. Whitehawks did play the Shakopee Sabres in the Lakeville tournament back in December. Actually lost 5-0. So looking for a little better result here tonight. Hopefully the Whitehawks can get off to an early start. That early lead, take a little pressure off. And we're about ready to go here. Dempsey at center. Dempsey wins the faceoff. Starks plays it back to Tyler. He sends it off the boards up to Dempsey, and Whitehawks send it in. Am I in the way right here? Like right here? No? Okay. In the corner, Falk. Now Dempsey takes down her player. Shakopee takes over the puck. Defended by Kylie. Backhand off the boards to Falk. Comes out in front of the net. Kylie plays it off the boards to herself. Tries to send it up. Couldn't. Shakopee takes advantage. Gets the puck out in front of the net. Loose puck. Goalie didn't see it. It wasn't covered. Referee blew the whistle. Fortunately for the Whitehawks. Now Abby Sloat and Maddie Brown out. Other three are the same. Dempsey wins the faceoff, sends it back. Brown sends it around the boards. Picked up by the Sabres. Sloat blocks that centering play. Now Dempsey plays it off the boards, gets it out of the zone. Sabres take over possession at center ice. Now they send it in. They're going to call no icing. Brown plays it off the boards. Shot right on. Dvorak makes the save. Up to the blue line. Shot. That whistles through. Hits something in front. Whitehawks played out to the blue line. It's held in. Now the Sabres regroup. O'Halloran, Hendricks, and her out there now. Johnson and Tyler as well. Picked up in front of the net. Tyler got a stick on it. Kylie dumps it out of the zone into neutral ice. And the Sabres regroup, play it off the boards and into the offensive zone. Brooke Hendricks with a steal. Runs into traffic behind the net. And Tyler tried to play it up to O'Halloran. It was intercepted. And Kylie behind the goal line. Centering pass, broken up. Dvorak got trouble. He covers it up. All Sabres so far. 4 shots for the Sabres, 0 for the Whitehawks. Whitehawks changed 5. Maddie Hayes, Ivy Lundgren, Giselle Sheridan, Maddie Brown, and Abby Sloat. Sheridan gets it out cleanly to Lundgren. Lundgren touch pass over to Hayes. Hayes carries in. Shot. That goes right on. Whitehawks first goal. Goalie didn't know where it was. Lundgren got a stick on the rebound. What? Just touch the screen. It should be focused on where you touch. I don't think the internet's very good tonight either. It was great yesterday, but a little slow today. Puck came from behind the net, right out in front. Dvorak covers it up. I don't need this on here if I have a table. Face off, won by Hayes. Sloat got a stick on it. Whitehawks couldn't clear. Brown got a poke at it, but didn't get it out. Now Sloat gets it out to the blue line. Sabres JV team's a tough team. I think the varsity team's pretty strong right now as well. Good shot goes just wide right of Dvorak. Now behind the net. Picked up by Maddie Brown. Maddie Brown with some speed. He smartly gets it to the blue line and plays it out. Now Sheridan gets a stick on it. Centering pass. It's right in front. That shot goes just wide. Brown plays it off the boards to herself. Sammy Stark chasing. Peyton Newberger following. Off the board, Starks. Out to the blue line. Malin Dempsey puts a nice body on that player. Puck gets sent across. Now Sonny Tyler with it. Tyler. Starks bounces over a stick. Dempsey. He's tripped up. Starks is there to retrieve. Her shot bands on it. Shot hits a stick on its way. Goes behind the net. Tyler goes in deep. Puck comes out. And Tyler. Not in front, Sonny. Not in front. It's cleanly to start. Now Dempsey. Off her stick. And Shakopee holds it in. Tyler runs into her player. She goes down. Dempsey almost had a clean pass. Johnson behind the net. Sends it around the boards. Held in at the blue line. Need a little more energy out of the Whitehawks. They're looking a little sluggish so far. Puck just sitting there. Nobody chasing after it. We got to be a little quicker, girls. Shakopee dumps it in deep. Sonny Tyler plays it off the board. Sabres pick it up in the corner. Play it out to the blue line. Shot right on. Dvorak makes the first save. Rebound was loose. The Sabre player was going for the shot. The Whitehawk cleared it out. Not sure who it was. Now Kylie. What the heck is going towards the net? Right in front, right where you don't want to be. Newberger plays it in. Whitehawks change all 5. O'Halloran with a good stick at the blue line. Now Hendricks. Hendricks got some room. Just gets it poked off before she can drive into the net, into the zone. Good pass by Brown to Hendricks. Yeah, a little tiny player. Yeah, a little one. Brown sends it across to Sloat. Sloat sends it in deep. Goes behind the net. O'Halloran there to get. He sends it back up the boards. Hendricks plays it to Brown. Brown fumbled with it for a moment, got right back, sends it back out. Now Amelia O'Halloran carries in, makes one move, makes a shot, goal! Big goal by Amelia O'Halloran. Third shot on goal for the Whitehawks, and they take the lead. See if I can get an assist. I think it's going to be Maddie Brown. Correct. O'Halloran from Brown. Amelia's 5th goal of the season. Maddie Brown, 4th assist. Whitehawks with the 1-0 lead. 8:41 remaining in the first period, excuse me. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it was the second goal, they say. I think it was the third, actually, but I like to say we have more shots than they ever say we have on the board. Opposing goalies don't like that. They want more shots. Sabres send it in. Behind the goal line. Kylie with it. Sheridan gets a stick on it, sends it out of the zone. Picked up at center ice by the Sabres. Now Hayes, she's got some room. Ran into some traffic. And carried in. Sabres are changing. Sonny Tyler behind the goal line. And for a pass to Lundgren. Gets off her stick and shot right on. Sonny clears that one. Tyler, bouncing puck, gets out of the zone. Sheridan is going for the change. Dempsey, Lundgren, and Starks out now with Sloat and Brown. Out to the blue line, held in by Sloat. Bouncing puck goes behind the net. Starks puts it right out in front. Lundgren with a chance. Loose puck. Whistle is blown. Woo! Well, pushy there on Dempsey. Still didn't give us another shot there. That was a shot on goal. There we go. Now we're up to 4. That makes more sense. 4-5 shots on goal. Shakopee with 5. Sabres get it around. That'll be icing if it gets there, and it does. Oh, that's a penalty. What? They're going to put Dempsey in the box? Wow. Oh, nice. So, power play for the Sabres. 7 minutes remaining. I think they got the clock wrong a little bit. Minute 55 on the penalty. Don't forget to join the live stream at 7 o'clock right after following this game. Whitehawks playing Pine City in the first section game, varsity team. Whitehawks will be heavy favorites. There we go. They got it. Hendricks, O'Halloran, Brown, and Sloat. Shot right on. Maddie Brown took that one off the helmet. She's going to go to the bench. I think she's all right, but she definitely took the shot right off the helmet. Sonny Tyler goes on for her. Poked away by Brooke. Tyler gets the clear all the way down. That'll take some time. Under a minute and a half now remaining. Sabres playing the cherry pick game. Whitehawks don't take favor to that very well. They'll cover you tightly. Sabres carry it in. Shot goes right on. Dvorak makes the save. Cleared away. Now Tyler, high off the top of the glass, goes all the way down. Whitehawks change 3. Starks, Lundgren, Johnson, and Tyler. Sabres bring it up ice. That shot banned on. Player gets back to it. Saved by Dvorak. Johnson gets the stick on it. Not all the way out. Now Tyler blocks that one. Loose puck out in front. Big save. Rebound. And Ashland covers it up. It's a lot of pressure. Keeps things at 1-0 Whitehawks. 35 seconds now remaining in the power play for the Sabres. So I got the power play wrong. It's not the Whitehawks. Sabres. Let me start the face-off circle. Sabres control. Shot from the blue line. Blocked by Tyler. He clears. Does get it out of the zone. Didn't get all the way down that time, but that'll still require a regroup. Now off the skates of the Shakopee player. Sammy Stark sends it into the zone. Puts a little pressure on. Kylie chases after the loose puck. Gets spun around a little bit. Sabres down the goal. Trying to set things up. They get it out to the blue line. Knocked down by Tyler. Cleared by Kylie. And that will do it for the power play. Back to 5-on-5. We need another player, girls. Giselle Sheridan on now. Sabres put it on net from a distance. Sonny Tyler takes the puck from Dvorak. Now carried into the zone. Drop pass. Picked up right at the blue line. Big shot. Nice save by Dvorak. Up to 11 saves now. Hayes and Tyler behind the goal line. Puck gets redirected, goes wide left, or wide right as the goalie's case may be. Puck trickles in, goes through everybody. Dvorak could see it, covered it up. Dempsey, Starks, Falk, Brown, Maddie's okay, and Sloat. Starks stand on that one a little bit. That's going to be another power play. She got her stick right in between the skates of the Shakopee player. That will be another power play for Shakopee. It's going to be Dempsey, Starks, Sloat, and Johnson. 4:03 now remaining in the first period. Face-off controlled by the Sabres. Shot is deflected and high over the net. Kylie gets over to it. Gets it over to Dempsey. Dempsey sends it down. Hit a stick, so didn't get all the way down. Sabres regroup, send it right in. Dvorak steers it into the corner. Sloat on the boards. Sabres pull it into the slot. Shot goes wide. Dempsey gets it up, gets it out of the zone. Sabres will have to regroup again. Minute 25 now remaining in the power play for the Sabres. Sloat picks up the loose puck, sends it all the way down. That goes on net. Sabres goalie steers it into the corner. Sonny Tyler out now. Sloat. Charge it, Sonny. There you go. Gets the clear, gets it up to Dempsey. Dempsey with some room. got a chance. She's knocked off the puck in the corner. Played back to the Sabres. Brooke Hendricks goes down. Oh, come on. They're going to get Hendricks for a penalty. Whitehawk parents not thrilled about that one. A lot of chirping going on back and forth already. It's still early. Either way, Sabres will have a 5-on-3 for 54 seconds. It's going to be Dempson, Johnson, and Tyler. Malin Dempsey, the face-off. Sabres control. That shot right on. Dvorak makes a good save. Take Sonny and switch it with Sloat. Dempsey battles through the face-off. The Sabres do get back to it. Shot from a tough angle. Blocker saved by Dvorak. Now played out to the blue line. Dempsey with a good defensive play there. Now behind the net. Kylie plays it off the breast instead of the boards. Obviously unintentionally. Sabres trying to make a centering play. Get it out to the blue line. Not enough on it to get it out. Now Sloat ties it up on the boards. We'll take that time off. It's down to 13 seconds on the 5-on-3. That play didn't quite get out. Good defensive play by the Sabres. A shot from the blue line. Blocked, knocked down by Dvorak, but she covers it up just at the right time. Get one more player back. It'll be a 5-on-4 now for a minute 5. We'll switch the other one. Huh? Hayes, O'Halloran, Tyler, and Johnson now. Shakopee controls the face-off. Shot. Blocked by the Whitehawks out in front. Suddenly Tyler plays it off the boards. O'Halloran's tripped up. Where's that Homer call? Same play that just happened to the Whitehawks where their player went down and tripped our player. No call for the Whitehawks there. Kylie blocks that shot. Kicks it out to herself. Plays it by one player. Kylie with some room. Got O'Halloran with her. She gets by the one player. Makes a big shot. Short-handed chance for Kylie. Sabres make the save. Good work, Kylie! 28 seconds now remaining in the 5-on-4 offensive zone faceoff for the Whitehawks. That's the benefit of what just happened. That'll take some more time off before the puck can come back to the Whitehawks zone. Whitehawks with control. Sloat trying to get it out. Runs into traffic. It's held at the blue line just barely. Brown got a stick on that one. Puck sitting at the back of the net. Somebody get it. Maddie Brown plays it out to the blue line. It's held in. That shot. Blocker saved by Dvorak. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Whitehawks kill the 5-on-3 and the 4-on-5. Shot from a tight angle. And Dvorak makes another big save. 50 seconds now remaining in period 1. Still a 1-0 game. Shots on goal are 18-5 in favor of the Sabres. Granted, they've had about 5 minutes of power play time in that first period. It's going to be Dempsey, Starks, her, Sloat, and Brown. And Dempsey wins a faceoff. Couldn't get it back to Brown. Sloat gets it over to Jamison Hurd. Jamison Hurd gets it out. Comes back to Sloat now. Her. She's being pestered, but she gets across the center ice and dumps it in deep. And Dempsey. Sammy Starks from a tight angle. That was a big save. Maddie Brown now backhands it into the zone. Comes right back to Brown. She shoots. Stick save. Rebound covered up by the Sabres goalie. Couple good chances there for the Whitehawks late in the first. I don't know. Dempsey getting a little talking to. Usually some sort of warning, I'm assuming, but she'll shake that off. I know. Dempsey gets the face off. Sabres take back control. They move it across neutral ice. Defended nicely by Sloat. He's going to get back to the puck behind the goal line. Sends it around the boards. Sabres hold it in. Good play there. Dempsey's tripped. That's going to be a power play for the Whitehawks now. Jamison Herr with the puck. That will carry over to the second period. Dempsey draws the penalty. Apparently the Sabres are talking crap to Malin. They were like saying something, and Malin's like, really? Yeah. Little player chatter. It'll never hurt anybody. Just creates a little bit more intensity. We'll just get a short break here. Whitehawks will go on the power play for the beginning of the second period. What? Why do you say that? We'll hang here for the break. They just put 1 minute on the intermission here. We'll get started pretty quickly, it looks like. Shots on goal after 1:18 for the Sabres, 7 for the Whitehawks. The important stat is that the Whitehawks are winning 1-0. Goal by Amelia O'Halloran. Power play about to begin. It's going to be Hayes, Hendricks, O'Halloran, Tyler, and Johnson. Puck didn't go anywhere. Nobody could get the stick on it. Eventually, Brooke does. Sabres end up sending it up ice. Tyler, honey. Nope. Chance right out in front. Whistle blew. Dvorak made the save. I don't know. 1:53 remaining. The power play's wrong. Well, I don't know. There's 18 seconds off the clock, but only 7 seconds. Yeah. Well, but he forgot to first because it ran, and then he reset it, and then yeah. There we go. We'll get it. Yeah. Well, it'll work out. It is what it is. There we go. Hawks all set again. Face off. Controlled by the Whitehawks. Hayes. It's knocked down, but gets it up to Hendricks. Hendricks got a bunch of traffic as the Whitehawks catch up. Sabres clear. Tyler in the right place to receive that one. Sonny Tyler down in the corner. Gets it over to Hayes. Now Hendricks. Hendricks one-on-one. Shot. Hits it. Stick. Covered up by the Sabres goalie. Offensive zone face-off now coming. 1:11 remaining in the power play. Halloran, Hayes. Battle in the corner. Puck squirts free. Matty Hayes sends it out to Moten, who takes a big rip, it just whistled wide right of the goal. That did not miss by much. Now Halloran hits the ref in the skates. Sabres able to get a stick on it, but no control. Now Halloran again. Leaves it for Sloat. Sloat brings it right out in front. Hendricks with a chance. That was a big save. And the Sabres send it into the Whitehawk bench. Another offensive zone faceoff coming with 33 seconds remaining in the power play. We're going to send Dempsey, Herr, and Starks out now and forward. Dempsey wins the faceoff. Back to Brown. Brown shot. Hits the skate. Second shot is deflected. Sabres get the clear. Slope back to retrieve. Returns with it. Creates some room. Got a lot of room now. She's going to carry it up ice. Goes across neutral. Carries it in. Looks for the shot. Ran into traffic. Jameson Herr blocked that play. Now puck loose at center ice. Dempsey. Cross to Sammy Stark. Dump back out. Stark sends it in. Back to 5-on-5. Whitehawks not able to take advantage of the power play. Couple chances. Sabres play it off the boards. Drop back to the blue line. Starks blocked. Loose out in front. Kylie plays it off a Sabre. Goes up in the air. Brings it down with a glove. Yeah. Sammy Starks now in the corner. Plays it to Johnson. Johnson off the boards. Starks didn't see that one coming. Shot goes on. Dvorak makes the save. Dempsey's knocked down again. I know. Kylie decides to carry it up. Across the center ice. Dumps it in. Whitehawks get the change. A few. Kylie gets back to it. Puck trickles out to the blue line. Picked up by the Sabres. Big play. Knocked away by Sonny Tyler. Big shot. Dvorak makes the save there. Puck hit off the backboard and came all the way back to the offensive zone. Now Lundgren sends it in. Dempsey lost her stick. She's going to go to the bench. I don't know if it's broken. If it is, she has to leave it. Now Tyler. High off the boards. Over to Sheridan. Puck trickles out to Tyler. Now Tyler carries it up. Sends it in. Runs into a lot of traffic. Gets back on the puck. Tried to pull the trigger. She's hooked on a good play. He's getting a little feisty. Yep, that's going to cause a penalty. They're going to start calling everything, so we're going to have to be careful. Now the Sabres move it up 3-on-2. Shot right on. Dvorak makes the save and covers up the rebound with 10:50 now remaining in the second period. Sheridan, Newberger, Hayes, Sloat, and Brown. Patty Brown dancing. Comes out to the blue line, held in just barely. Hayes gets it out. Tries to chase down her own puck, couldn't get to it. Now it comes into the offensive zone for the Sabres. Brown, Hayes, Sheridan. Hayes digs it out, plays it around the boards. Newberger and Hayes. Sabres pick it up. Play it out to the blue line. Puck got through a lot of traffic. Dvorak made the save. The rebound came out to the Sabres. They couldn't get a handle on the puck to pull the trigger on the open side of the net. Now Newberger Plays it in. Stays with it. Hendricks comes on now. Play it off the wall. Float. He outsized that person by about a foot. Now Brown mishandled that one briefly, but stayed with it cleanly. Float sends it around. O'Halloran on now with some fresh skates. It's a poke out for stick just at the blue line. That was a chance there for the Sabres to be in with numbers. Kylie blocks that play. Gets it across center ice. Should have dumped it, I think, that time. Now gets it to O'Halloran. O'Halloran's got Falk and Hendricks with her. Couldn't get to him cleanly. Now the Sabres move it back the other way. Good play by Hendricks. Now O'Halloran with all kinds of room. Sabres were changing. O'Halloran gets it in. Knocked off her stick just inside the blue line this time. Now Hendricks over to Tyler. Tyler to O'Halloran. Knocked off her stick right at neutral ice. Now Hendricks, I wish she carries that one in, but she wanted to go for the change. Dempsey and Stark. Hiley plays it back out of the zone. Sabres got to get back on side. They dump it in. Easy play now for the Whitehawks. Tyler backhands it to Kylie. Kylie to Dempsey. Nice pass there. Malin's pressured right at the red line. Maddie Hayes helps her out. She gets the loose puck, dumps it in. Sabres send it right back out. 2-on-1. Good shot high over the net, though. I had a good chance. They saw an opening, but couldn't hit the net. Offsides on the Sabres. Shots up to 23 for the Sabres, 8 for the Whitehawks. Been a little better period for the Whitehawks this period. However, shots and goals aren't coming like they did in the first. MC, Stark, Kerr, Float, and Brown. They're going to kick Dempsey out of the face-off circle. Not sure why. Stark takes, wins it, back to Float. Float pays it off the far board. Stark tries to clear. Sabres hold. Sammy Stark still with the puck. Finally Brown clears. That's going to be icing on the Whitehawks. Definitely a better game versus the Sabres team than it was the first time we played them. Lost 5-0 in the Lakeville tournament. Whitehawks hoping to take advantage of this early lead. Puck goes deflects into the Sabres bench. It got knocked into the bench from in the zone. Not when it's shot out from in the zone. MC, face off. Borak makes the save. Bad save now. The puck trickles out in front. Dempsey tried to carry out. Good play by the Sabres. Now Float gets it out of the zone. Got 2-on-1. Who wins that time? Oh, gets right back to Float. Whitehawks chasing. Trickles in on the Sabres. They make the save. 7:10 now remaining in the second period. A lot of whistles this period. Whitehawks change all 5. It'll be Hendricks, Lundgren, O'Halloran, Johnson, and Tyler. Hendrick wins his face-off. Lundgren couldn't get a clean stick on it. Out to the blue line. Kylie got a stick on it. Sabres stole. 2-on-1. Sabres hits the toe behind the goal line. They center. Hit some traffic. Loose puck. Now Lundgren. Gets it out of the zone. Sabres send it right back in. Now Tyler Johnson. Johnson off the boards to Lundgren. Girls, make passes to your teammates. O'Halloran now carries it in. This time gets through the players at the blue line. Tried to send it to Brooke. Hit a stick. Kylie takes it over. Sends it in. Gets back to it. Sends it deep. O'Halloran now behind the goal line. Tyler plays it in deep. Almost took off O'Halloran's head with that one. Kylie holds at the blue line. She makes me shoot. Makes a shot, hits Lundgren. Deflects over to O'Halloran. Gets it to Lundgren. He puts it in. Wow. Nice play. I gave that assist to Sonny. Pretty sure it was Kylie. They say Sonny, Tyler, and O'Halloran. Either way, Whitehawks with the 2-0 lead. And Whitehawks are going to go on the power play. Newberger take it down right at the blue line. They're going to call that interference back on the power play for the Whitehawks. Just what the doctor ordered. Build some momentum and then get a power play. The game changer there. Now they're asking about it, I'm sure. Shot by Tyler. Puck loose out in front. Starks. She's knocked down. That's not going to get called. Sabres get the clear. Send it all the way down. Dvorak leaves it to Kylie. Kylie sees some room. He's going to go. Got Dempsey on the far side. Puts it on net. Didn't have much on it. Sabres pick it up. Clear all the way down. Rather see her rip that on goal than just kind of dump it into the corner, but Sonny sends it around the boards. Gets out to Dempsey. Dempsey now looking for a lane. Dempsey carries in. Get in there, Kylie. Dempsey, Kylie changed position. Dempsey sends it to Tyler. Tyler with a big shot, pad save. Well, Sabres get the clear. Now Tyler plays it off the boards, out to Dempsey. Marion Dempsey couldn't handle it, came back in. Kylie sends it around the boards. Whitehawks are changing. That shot whistles wide right of Dvorak. Now Jamison her. Gets it up to Dempsey. Dempsey sends it in. She's going to change. So does Starks. And the defense. Shakopee clears it again with 15 seconds now remaining in the power play. Sonny Tyler sends it out of the zone. Hendricks was there to get, but couldn't get there in time. Tyler. Sloat. Abby Sloat sends it over to O'Halloran. Halloran gets it in. Back to 5-on-5. 3:14 remaining in the period. O'Halloran holds his own. Gets it to Maddie Brown. Maddie Brown back down on the play. Comes back to O'Halloran. O'Halloran sends it into the corner. Sabres are being pestered by Hendricks. They can't dump it this time. They bring it up there. Offsides. Whistle is blown. Face off in the neutral zone. Hendricks, Kerr, O'Halloran, Sloat, and Brown. Hendricks wins the face-off. Jameson Hurd tried to dump, couldn't get a clean stick on it. Hendricks is tied up. O'Halloran swings at it. Shakopee carries in. Now O'Halloran. Hendricks. Good pass out to Jameson Hurd, who's got some room. Came a little bit farther off the board than she wanted. Sabres send it back in. Brown telling Sloat where she's going to put it. Put it right there. Sloat to her. Her out to Hayes. Couldn't quite handle that one. Bouncing puck. Now it comes back to Maddie Hayes. She's tripped up on the play. Good play by Sloat. Whitehawks can't get it out. Finally do. Maddie Hayes pokes it out. Minute 52 remaining in the second period. Puck comes right to Brown. Whitehawks got to get back on sides. Sabres carried in. Sheridan, Lundgren, Hayes. That one comes out of the zone. Sabres offsides. Slope blocked. Cross to Sheridan. Now Maddie Hayes. Abby Sloat. Sloat plays it off to Sheridan out to the center ice. Good pass by the Sabres. They got numbers 3-on-2. Shot deflected off the Sloat stick. Goes wide. Now Maddie Brown. She plays it out to Dempsey. Gets through everybody. Down to 1 minute remaining. I think the Whitehawks shocked the Sabres a little bit with a 2-0 lead. They're starting to scramble a little bit, knowing that we're getting later in the game. Abby Sloat happy to just slow things down, though the Sabres do get possession. Shot, didn't get anything on it. Comes right to Sloat. Fell off her stick, lost the handle. Sabres regroup. Good play up ice, and they're offsides. That's what happens when the other team's got a lead. The players get a little antsy, they jump off sides. The benefit of playing with a lead. O'Halloran, Hendricks, Newberger, Tyler, and Johnson. 25 seconds remaining in the period. Sabres control the faceoff. They carry it in. Centering pass broken up by Hendricks. Loose puck. That one hit the post. No look shot by the Sabres from behind. 4 seconds. Everybody's telling them to shoot. Down to 2. That shot. Whistle or horn goes. Dvorak made the save. Cleared the rebound. Whitehawks 2-0. We'll get some clean ice, and we'll be back to the third period. Shots are 24 for the Sabres, 13 for the Whitehawks. Be back in about 10, 12 minutes. All right, we are back. Period 3 about to get underway. Whitehawks with a 2-0 lead. I think they call it a championship game. However, I don't think there's a trophy. But still good to go out with a win. With a win today would put the JV team with a winning record for the season, currently 11-11-3. We are underway. Dempsey, Stark, Falk, Johnson, and Tyler. Dempsey in the corner. Dempsey takes it back to Kylie. Kylie shoots it back into the corner. Was looking for a shooting lane, didn't have it. Now Starks with a little poke check. Sent around the boards by the Sabres. Kylie gets it just outside the blue line, sends it back in. Dempsey just overskated it a hair. Sabres send it all the way down. That'll be icing. Offensive zone faceoff coming for the Whitehawks. Whitehawks change 5. Going to be O'Halloran. What's that? Oh, Hendricks, O'Halloran, Her, Brown, and Sloat. Sabres control the face-off, send it out to the blue line. Held in by Brown. Kind of fluttering puck, hit O'Halloran, and then Sabres take over, carry it up. Somebody's getting a little aggressive there. Right out to the blue line. That's shot. Blocker saved, knocked down by Brown. O'Halloran got a stick on it. Took us out to the blue line. Sabres carry it in. That shot would have gone right on. Power play gonna ensue for the Sabres. Brown wondering what the hell she did, but she lost her stick on the play. Second time in the box. It's a way to go out, Maddie. Take a pride in that one. I didn't see the penalty either. Hendricks, O'Halloran, Tyler, and Johnson. Tyler knocked down the play, but she gets it out. O'Halloran chasing. Sabres send it across ice. Player overskates it. Hendricks took advantage. Now she's tripped. No call. That one probably should have been called. Sabres carry it in. Send it by Johnson. Sabres in the corner. Harley takes her off the play. Parents want her to do something with it. Off a funny skate and into the corner. Deflected wide of the net. Now behind the goal line. Kylie in that same forward going at it again. Sabres come off the board. Shot. Saved by Dvorak. Trying to keep her shutout clean. Makes a big save. No rebound. 1:07 remaining in the power play for the Sabres. Slowed out now on defense. Face off. Won by the Sabres. Played back to the blue line. Just barely held in. O'Halloran almost got a stick on it to send it down. Sabres shot. Deflected. High into the air. I don't even know where that one went. Abby gets it out. Did her job there. Hendricks putting pressure on now. O'Halloran gets a stick on it. Couldn't get a clean grab. Now offensive numbers for the Sabres. Centering pass broken up. Second play. Now comes the Sloat. Sloat and O'Halloran. They got a little bit of room. Shakopee defender goes down. Abby carries it in. Sends it right on net. Didn't get much on it. Looking for a redirect from O'Halloran. Unfortunately, went right into the glove of the Sabres goalie. Again, they did it again. Sabres now moving up ice with numbers 2-on-1. They shoot from a distance. Deflects off Tyler's stick and over the net. Well, they regroup. Centering play broken up by Maddie Hayes. This time broken up by Kylie. Now Sonny gets a stick on it. Sabres trying to make another play. Defenseman calling for it. Finally gets out to her. That shot blocked out in front. Loose puck. Dvorak got a stick on it. Got it clear. Now it trickles in. Power play is over. Back to 5-on-5. That centering play didn't work out for the Sabres. Sabres still buzzing a little bit. Played away by Tyler. Shot from the slot. Maddie Hayes got a stick on it and got the clear, and it won't be icing. That'll allow the Whitehawks to change. Sheridan, Dempsey. They're all over Dempsey. They're just so mad at her for whatever reason. I said, get the clear. That's what you're looking for right there. She's shaking up a bit. She's hurting. Feeling a little frustrated. Now Newberger. Malin's going to go to the bench. He is. Took a pretty big hit into the boards. Now Brown, Sloat, Hendricks, Tyler, and O'Halloran. A couple of Sabres are down. Get it up to O'Halloran. She's got Newberger with her. Newberger waits at the line. O'Halloran carries in deep. Sends it out to Sloat, but it didn't connect. A lot of screaming by Shakopee parents. O'Halloran trying to get it out. Couldn't. Now Brown. Maddie Brown having a good night tonight. Couple of penalties. That one was in the net. Too many chances there. Number 3 for the Sabres with the goal. 2-1 game. Brooke Hendricks with a good play to keep it into the zone. Couple good moves by the Sabres to get it up to Sonny. Sonny gets it to O'Halloran. O'Halloran gets it in. He gets by one player shot. Glove save. Nice save by the Sabres. Shots on goal 14 for the Whitehawks, 28 for the Sabres. 9:23 remaining in the game. Dempsey, Kerr, Stark, Tyler, and Johnson. That comes out to Kylie. Sure shot. That gets through. Pad save. Dempsey and her battling behind the goal. Played out to the blue line. 2-on-1 now. Sabres carry in. Centering play. That goes right through the blue paint. Didn't connect. Now Sammy Stark in the corner. Just a stick on that one. Deflects wide of the goal. Now Tyler. Tyler. Tried to send it across. Just a stick hit. Kylie picks up the loose puck. Kylie to Jameson, her. Her to Dempsey. Go, Malin. Let's get one. Let's show them what's up. Dempsey sends it across to Stark. Didn't see it. Now Tyler with a chance shot. Oh, that one got redirected just wide. Dempsey's pressured again. Now Jameson, her. Tried to slow it down. Sabres get it off her stick. Dempsey now playing with a little bit more intensity. Sabres control. They carry it in. Shot deflects into the corner. Sheridan poking at it. Got Tyler, and finally they get it out. Sabres regroup at neutral ice. Just under 8 minutes left. Abby knocks that one down with her hand. Sabres shoot, goes wide. Centering pass, doesn't connect. Sheridan along the boards, centering play. It's a Whitehawk. It trickles in on Dvorak. Moves it to the side. Now Sloat with some speed with Lundgren. Smartly dumps that one in. Oh, came off the boards weird. And Sabres said they're not going to deal with that, and they send it all the way down. Icing will be the call. We'll take that play. 7:15 remaining in the third period. 10 minutes. Whitehawks varsity team will be playing Pine City at Thaler. First section game of the tournament. 3 wins, you're into the state tournament. They'll play again Saturday with a win tonight. Losing, you're done, but get through this one first. Hendricks wins the face-up back to O'Halloran. Maddie Brown shoots, hits something. Hendricks with a shot, goes right on. Getting very, very feisty out there now. Hopefully, not really. Hendricks, Lundgren, O'Halloran, Brown, and Sloat. Sabres get it out. Maddie Brown didn't get the call that time. That one should have been called more than the other one, but not going to happen this time. Hendricks with a head of steam. She skates by everybody. Poked off a stick in the corner. Oh, let that one get through to Brown. Well, played off the board. Sloat sends it around. Hendricks with an elbow. Brooke elbowed her in the face. Probably the same girl that was wrapped her arm around her. Sabres are going to go back on the power play. Not what the Whitehawks need right now. A little frustration going on the side of the Whitehawks. Should I yell back to the little girls that say you can't do that, saying she already did? I think we do. Maybe. I saw some varsity players too, so maybe they're there too. They sound like little kids though. Dempsey, Stark, Johnson, and Tyler. That shot. Kylie stops, sends it all the way down. That one's going to trickle down, so that'll take some time off the penalty. Starks with a good play. Good offensive forecheck there. Sabres carried in. Big save by Dvorak. That was a wide open net. She just stuck her glove out and saved the game. That would be the save of the game if I had to pick one. Wow. Way to go, Ashland! That was a huge save. Hopefully they're so mad at Dempsey that they take another penalty. Dempsey, Stark, Johnson, and Tyler. Back at the blue line. Shot from the slot. That one trickles wide. Came right out in front. Sammy Stark chasing now. Whitehawks just need to clear. Centering play, broken up by Tyler. Couldn't get it out. Comes out to the blue line. Shot back in deep. Kylie's going to receive. He gets the clear, not out. Got these fans on that one. Shot. Came in. Dvorak got it in her glove, dropped it in front of her, and covered it up. 59 seconds now remaining in the power play for the Sabres. Whitehawks change all 4 skaters. Hayes, O'Halloran, Brown, and Sloat. Be a really good time for a short-handed Abby Sloat goal, I'll tell you that one. Sabres control the face-off. Shot right on. Rebound. Still loose. Sabres are swinging at it. Sloat gets a handle on it. Finally clears. Right on net. And the 5:19. Cross-ice pass. That one connects. Number 20 for the Sabres has been a good player. Maddie Hayes is knocked down in the play. Now Sloat, he takes a big rip on it. Hits the skate of the Sabres. Halloran hooks it by one player. Send it down, Amelia. Send it in. There you go. Let's go, Amelia. There's Maddie Hayes. Get her, get her. It's to Brown instead. Brown shot hits the Shakopee player. 10 seconds now remaining in the power play. That one got all the way through traffic. Pad saved by the Sabres goalie. Sabres send it out. Sloat sends it back in. No icing. It was right before power play expired. Back to 5-on-5. Newberger got a good stick on it now. Starks. Dempsey. Dempsey chasing. Starks. Brown kicks it ahead. Hello! How do you not call that? Holy crap. That's the frustration I was talking about. That should have been called. Pretty sure every shot could be.
Number 19, Georgia Harder. And center, number 33, Lizzie Callahan. And defense, number 27, Holman. And defense, number 28, Emma Butler. And equal, number 1, Emma Butler.
You good? Good to go. Yep, I'm going to stand here then. Yep.
Please rise for the next as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
I know. How are you doing? Good, how are you? If you ever want to do play-by-play, you sure? I mean, you've heard me a lot, so it was easy, like, you just step in.
All right, the Whitehawks. We are in Thaler Mound. This is a section quarterfinal. First round of sections. That's an icing. As we get started here, Lizzie Callahan throws one on net, save. First shot of the game goes to the Whitehawks. Callahan getting about 10% Lizzie on that one. And we'll have a face-off here. Harmer taking the face-off. Butler and Bodie up on D. Puck's going to come out. Kicked forward. Bodie looking it up to Kohler. Kohler trying to slide it in deep there, but unable to, and they'll float it up the zone. Here comes Terwilliger. Pine City's quickly surrounded, that one player here, by a bunch of Hawks. Pine City changed quite a few. Moline escapes. Can't quite get to the puck. Butler coming down. She's pressing in. Pine City pushing it back up. This is their captain, Pine City's captain. She'll flip it into the corner. I don't know her name. See if I can do some better names. The puck's going to come in on net. Nope, it won't be, so there'll be an icing. Shot on net. All right, face-off coming. Butler peels that out of there. Butler flips it up to Sturgis. Sturgis does a shot on Covell. Played with a high stick. Waved off. Nienaber flips it up to no icing on that one. So Elendahl in hot pursuit. Pine City pushes it back. Johnson up the boards. Dahl moves through traffic. Flips it into the, not quite into the corner. They're looking up ice. Dahl pushes it over to Butler. Butler off the boards to Johnson. Johnson can't hit it. Sturgis will push it into the corner. Sturgis plays it. Omen now up on D here with Butler. Dahl going off. Johnson, nice little push up against the boards there to knock Pine City off the puck. Here comes Kohler flying in. Johnson trying to hold the line. Puck's going to come out. Hits a player in the back of the skate. Kohler attacks and neutral ice. And they're able to get it in deep. Omen after it. Omen pushing it behind the net. Pushes it up to Callahan. Callahan looking up ice. Here come the Hawks trying to sprint out. Can't hit Harmer on that out stretch pass there. They'll have to reset. Hawks remain on side, and we'll see him floated in deep. Covell kicks that one smoothly into the corner. Bodie pulls it back. It's back to Omen. It goes off Omen's skate. Here comes Omen up the ice. She'll put on the brakes. Assess the situation. Up to Lizzie. Callahan, good pass up to Harmer. Hawks break out. Here comes Harmer. Leaves it for Kohler. Callahan leaves it for Omen. Omen throws it in deep to Harmer. Up front to Callahan. One-time shot. And Pine City makes that save. So 13:24 here left in the first. Face-off comes up top. Callahan leaves it for Bodie. Bodie dives into the net, dives into the circle. Bodie drops it back for Harmer. Pine City skater moved in pretty quick there. Here comes Pine City up the ice. Omen will defend. There's a shot. Covell knocks that down. Here comes Omen. Omen circles around, pushes it back to Bodie. Bodie back to Omen. Omen looking up ice. Tied up a little bit. She's looking to escape. Omen up to Callahan. Callahan working it up into the zone here. Working to get a shot off. She fires it. Backhand shot. Save. Hit a shin. Good stick by Terwilliger. Couple shots there on net. Butler steps into the to Butler, so the Hawks will have to reset. Butler, hard pass up to Moline off Moline's stick and in. No icing. Moline tipped that in. Moline works behind the net. Puck's out in front. Here comes Butler. She's going to put one on net. That hits a shin. Hawks will have to retreat here. Puck gets kicked around in the corner. Neighbor digs it out. Butler trying to get it out of there. Here comes Moline. Moline working it up. She'll probably dump it in. Yeah, she needed a change. Hawks will send in out a new crew. Dahl crashes down. Puck comes through the middle. Omen elects to pull back as they had some momentum. Omen whiffs on that one. There's a shot. That goes way wide. Dahl chips it up to Johnson. Johnson working through traffic as it go off her stick. Pine City able to kick it back into the zone. So Pine City putting some initial pressure here. Not getting many quality shots, but pressuring the Hawks here. Emma Butler digging it out of there. Goes up the wall to Sturgis. Omen up the ice. She fires one in. That goes wide. Like her stick got hit. She brought the puck up the ice. Drove the puck. Hawks will change it all five. Lizzie out front. There's a shot. Kohler tried to hammer one home, and they'll ice it. So 9:45 here left in the first period. Shots are even, but I think they missed a few. It's definitely not the right total on the board. I counted 2 or 3 that they missed. So Hawks out shooting, I'd say 8, 9-5, 0-0 score here. Grillo pressed. Ball behind. Terwilliger. Butler pressing down. Pine City throws it back across the boards. Bodie. Johnson's going to sling one in. That hits a skater out front. That's icing.
I don't know how that's not icing, but
Icing waved off. Bodie rescues it. Looks up the ice. Good play by Moline. Picking the pocket there of the Pine City player. Here comes Pine City. Good job by Emma Butler shutting that zone entry down. Neighbor tied up by a couple Pine City players. Here comes a shot that hits Terwilliger. Gets caught in Terwilliger's jersey. She throws it back out. And Cavell saves it. So Whitehawks will change a few out. .8:45 here left in the first. Score is right. Zeros. Hawks trying to. There's a good play by Neighbor and Johnson to cut that pass out. A centering attempt gone astray. Nienaber looking up ice, tries to hit Dahl. Dahl positioning it in. She'll try to dump it in, can't. But Hawks able to push it in, but Pine City able to get it right back out. Johnson pinned up against the wall, unable to get it deep. Good job by Dahl. Dahl looking up ice. She fires it to Sturgis. Johnson enters the zone. She's going to try to fire one in. Her stick gets caught in some Pine City. Pine City looking up ice. Picked off by Callahan. She'll skate around. So move through traffic. She's going to fire one in. Shot off the pipe. Omen comes on the backside. Callahan going bar down, but not in. Just a ripper. 7:50 left here. Callahan just blistering one, but unable to find the net. Omen came in, bouncing puck. Not able to get a full shot on that one. The puck was bouncing around, and it's going to come out of the zone. Bodie looking up ice. Pushes it to Harmer. Here comes Harmer. Kohler attack. Centered out top, but picked off by Pine City. Tipped. Pine City trying to get out of the zone. Omen will retreat. Callahan defends there. Callahan working through the traffic again, throwing off some stick skills. Kohler now with the puck, leaves it for Bodie. Bodie looks over to Omen. Omen, she's going to fire one in low. Shot saved out front. Here comes Pine City. Omen defends. She'll pick that one off the wall. Go back to Harmer. Here comes Harmer. Nice passing up to Kohler. Callahan onside. Callahan rips it up to Nienaber. Nienaber pinches down, plays it into the zone. Omen's going to pinch down high. She moves around the defender. Comes out with the puck and pushes it behind the net. Still on it. Terwilliger pinches down. The puck comes out. Hawks with some continued pressure. Just unable to find the net here to start. Up to Moline. Moline. She's got some space. They go cross ice to Grillo. Grillo tied up in front. Unable to get a shot. She works it back. Grillo battling through some Pine City. And they'll bring it out of the zone. Good job by Butler. Butler picks that one off. Centers it to Terwilliger. She shoots. Deflected. Hit a Pine City player. Again, the Hawks swarming right now. Butler. She's going to try to move it through to Grillo. She does. That gets taken away. Now we've got a 2-on-2 to defend here. Butler, good stick. Pine City not able to get a shot off there. Terwilliger back behind the net. I think that's Grillo. Grillo finds it just out of the reach of her stick. Puck stays in. Hawks trying to hammer it out. It did come out. It was definitely out. Puck's loose here now. Nienaber. Yep. There's a shot that goes wide of Cavell. Not on net. Moline battling. She chips it out of there, and that will be not on net, so that's nice. Face off back. Bodie controls it. She'll rip it up the boards to Dahl. Dahl trying to escape it up to Sturgis. She does. Here comes Sturgis. She's been on a good goal scoring streak. I don't know if it's a streak, but she's had some really good shots here lately. Sturgis up to Bodie. Bodie rips one in. Shot and save out front. So Hawks continue to shoot. Face off. Johnson had to get pushed into the corner. Pine City trying to get it out. They do. Bodie kind of whiffs on it there. She'll push it back through neutral. Oh. Shot goes over Cavell. Sturgis looking to drive it up. Back to Bodie. Bodie with some speed up the ice. She's trying to hit Dahl. Nice pass off the boards. Dahl fires one. That goes wide. Omen's going to pinch down. She gets pushed off the puck. We got to get back here. Callahan rescues that. Bodie circles back around the puck. Leaves it for Omen. Omen pushed it up to Harmer. Harmer had to come off her stick. Neutral zone play here. Knocked out of the zone, and we're got to check up. All right, they do. Hawks will change a few. Harmer kicking it back to Callahan. Callahan centers it to Harmer. Shot save. Lizzie on the doorstep, pounding things to the net there, and Hawks is trying to break that first one here. Continued good pressure. Harmer digs it out of there. Kohler finds a little space. Kohler flips it to Harmer. Gets in Harmer's skates. Harmer floats it up to Nienaber. Nienaber tries to push that one ahead. That got deflected. Here comes Pine City. They enter the zone. Butler defends. Butler gets a stick on it. Drives her to the boards. Nice play. A little bit of chaos in front of the net right now. Here comes Nienaber. Nienaber trying to flip it forward. Can't. Three minutes here left in the first. 0-0. Nienaber up to behind the boards. Up to Kohler. Kohler hits Harmer. Harmer up to Callahan. Here come the Hawks. Here comes Callahan. Callahan drags one. Shot. Scores! Callahan gets us on the board. Beautiful goal there by Callahan. She got some space. That was building over the last 5 minutes. Callahan kept on, keeping on. So 2:44 here left in the first, and the Hawks get on the board. The pressure there was pretty continuous. That goes through Bodie's skates. Omen will look up the ice, pull it back. Try to find a player. Omen rips it up off the boards. Off the board. Johnson bringing it up the ice. Dahl there. Johnson finds some puck. Johnson gets tripped, and we're gonna have a power play. So Johnson kept her legs moving, grinding through traffic there, creating that opportunity for the Hawks to go on a 5-on-4 here. So we'll see if they can capitalize on a power play. 2:07 here left in the first period. Face-off comes flying around the corner here. Butler trying to hold it in. Can't. Kohler rips it over to Omen. Omen softly to Callahan. Callahan to Kohler. Kohler back to Butler. Butler holds the line. Butler back to Omen. Omen with some space goes to Butler. Butler swings behind the net. I like it. Butler moving around. Callahan. Omen's going to have to crash down and pull it back. Omen looking to Butler. Butler fires one on net. Low shot. Deflected out front. Callahan, that was Harmer. This plot shot. Butler can't hold the line. I don't know if that counted as a shot there. The puck actually didn't get cleanly through. So Butler hammers it up to Callahan. She can't control it. And the puck's going to come all the way down. And it's going to get kicked back in here. Hawks trying to work it up. Butler working the puck up. Pine City just retreats to Harmer. Harmer leaves it for Kohler. Kohler is trying to get it set up. Kohler leaves it for Callahan. Callahan tied up to Kohler. Kohler looking up to Butler. Omen out front. Harass shot. Goes wide. Wasn't a shot, more of a pass. Kohler out front. Swings around. Gets past the skater. Goes through the circle. Callahan now with it. Omen cycling in front of her. Callahan shot saved out front. It was more of a pass. And they're able to clear it. Hawks need to take those shots. And that'll go all the way down. I don't know why the ref has his arm up. We got a hook coming on the Whitehawks, I guess. I didn't see it. So Harmer going to the box for 10 seconds left here in the first. So up 4-on-4 for 3 seconds. And that'll wrap up the first. That'll wrap up the first period. Zamboni time. We'll be back. Okay, back in action here. Oh, it's right here. I better walk. Okay. It's going. Yeah, there's 37 people watching right now.
What are you under? If you hit down in the arrow on the upper left, like touch it. White Hawk Girls Hockey.
For some reason, have them tap into this Shakopee JV one. It's not. It's that one for some reason. I don't know why. But then when I go to it, yeah, it says Pine City.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay. Well, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, it's free.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you.
All right, Hawks trying to kill this penalty off. 15:43 here left in the second period. 32 seconds left in the Pine City power play. Butler, Bodie out. Johnson tried to dig that face off out of there. Can't. Johnson, and it knocked off her stick. Bodie, she'll into the zone with it. Gets it deep. Greta working through traffic. Gets knocked off the puck. Butler gets it on her stick. She'll knock it back into the zone. 10 seconds left. Bodie finds it. Rip it. There's a shot. Ooh, through the skates of Butler. Johnson. The Whitehawks now full strength. Here comes Harmer out of the box. Sprinting. Butler bangs it into the corner. Back to Harmer. Harmer finds Bodie. Bodie will push it in. Bodie gets knocked down. There's a shot that hits a Pine City player. Here comes Harmer diving in. Tried to push one into the tight corner there. Centered. Kohler fires one in. Shot save. That goes wide. Another shot save. Puck's loose out front. Pine City making it a little bit tough here. They're centering again. Puck's going to come out. Whitehawks showing off their speed right there. Up the boards it comes. Kohler lost in her skates. Harmer trying to kick it out. She does. Here comes Callahan with some speed, working through some traffic. She'll pull it back. Fire one in on net. Ooh, off the top of the crossbar, or else it hit off the goalie's glove, but the puck changed direction. Callahan pressing into the boards. Here comes Pine City trying to work it through neutral. She gets bottled up. Omen strong on the neutral zone. I like that play. Kohler picks that off, tried to center it. Kohler's tripped by the goalie, I think. So, yeah, the goalie tripping Kohler. You don't see that very often. So, penalty coming up on the goalie, I think. Goalie putting her glove out like, what did I do? We'll see. That could have been it. We'll see how they reset things here. Ref's talking to the goalie. Harmer will take this face off. Up to Bodie. Bodie looks over to Butler. Butler over to Bodie. Bodie back to Butler. Butler back to Neighbor. Over to Bodie. Bodie fires one in on net. That goes wide. Knee neighbor. Back to knee neighbor, knee neighbor. Bodie keeps it in. She'll backhand it into the corner. Harmer presses in. Back to knee neighbor, knee neighbor. To Sturgis. Sturgis down the corner to knee neighbor to Sturgis. And Pine City able to get it out of there. Butler looking up the ice to Bodie. Bodie had it go off her stick, and Pine City scooping it back in. Here comes Butler. Butler out of the stretch stick of Bodie. Here comes Harmer. She dials it in. A little bit too deep. No tripping there. It could have been. Omen will hustle back. They'll push it around here. Here comes Omen up the ice. Omen working through traffic. He's got a seam. Gets it set up. Circles around. Gets some space. One-time shot. Callahan from Omen. Omen with the puck again. Working through traffic. And the net's off. .11:54 here left in the second. Hawks hold on that 1-0 lead. 17 shots now for the Hawks. Omen to Butler. Butler fires one on net. Save. Puck's loose. And Pine City makes the save. 9 seconds left in this penalty here. 11:48 left. Trying to win the face-off. Hawks can't hold the line. Butler goes to Omen. Back to Callahan. Callahan pauses. Waits. Kohler looking to Callahan. One-timer. Shot save. Good shot by Callahan. Butler behind the net. Pine City back to full strength. Butler leaves it for Kohler. Kohler can't quite get there. Puck's loose. Up to the top here. Omen will have to play it. That'll be icing. And we'll bring it back down. Hawks will change, my guess, a few. Comes Pine City on the attack. Knee neighbor gets a stick in the way there. Here comes Terwilliger. Terwilliger up the ice, trying to hit Grillo. Here comes Grillo. She gets knocked off the puck. Good play by Pine City. Oh. Butler up the center through to Moline. Nice little slick play there by Moline. Here comes Pine City the other way. Knee neighbor D'ing up. They get past knee neighbor. Here comes a shot. That goes wide. Dangerous play there, Hawks. Out shooting now, 20-7. Grillo tries to tip it in. She does. She'll go for a change. Butler takes a chance, misses that entry, but Omen back there to take care of business. Puck comes up, no icing. Puck comes in slow. Over skating there by Dahl. Tried to have the puck on her stick. Omen twisted around a little bit. Here comes Pine City again. Again, the Hawks able to outskate Pine City up the ice. We're just having some offensive zone challenges with getting quality shots right now. We do have 20 shots, but quality shots keep the pressure on. Dahl playing it off the boards. Up to tried to hit Sturgis. Puck comes back. Oman defends. There's a bouncing shot in on Cavell. Puck took a weird bounce off the boards there. Here's a shot. Cavell's got to make a save. Oman with a good physical play into the boards. Ooh, Johnson hit hard. Exchanging blows back there. Oman captures the puck. Looks up ice. Oman, nice pass up to Dahl. Dahl looks up the ice. Chapoto around. Johnson streaks in front of the net. Oman, she whistles one in. That goes high. Bodie centers it. Hits a skate of the Pine City player. Caught in the skates of Johnson. Johnson flips that one back. Bodie tries to work. She goes down. No tripping. Callahan in front of the net. Weaves through traffic and gets it knocked off her stick. Callahan finds Oman in her skates. Oman gets pushed off the puck. Trying to hold the zone. Good job, Bodie. Both defense people are bottled up there. They'll have to reset here. Kohler circles around. Bodie whips one in. Shot. They score. Bodie. Sorry if I missed the video there, but it may have been a little bit off on that. Sorry about that. But Hawks go up 2. Bodie may have hit a Pine City player on the way in. All right, Nienaber working up the ice. Kohler. Keep getting shots on net. Nienaber to Butler. Butler, short angle shot. She shoots. Save. Shots now 21-10. Bodie with the goal. Butler pushes that one in. Harmer goes on the attack. Let's see, sprinting Harmer. Nienaber on the boards. Callahan and Kohler working up to Nienaber's stick. Harmer plays it off the boards. She leaves it for Butler. Butler will push it into Callahan. It just goes past Callahan. And the Hawks will have to retreat, trying to hold the line. Puck does come out. Butler, touch pass to Callahan, up to Kohler. Kohler pushes it Callahan. Callahan fires it, goes over the net. Good look by Callahan, centers it. Hawks getting some really good looks right now. Butler pushed off the puck to Callahan. Callahan, she'll fire one in. She scores. Callahan left with some space. Whistles that one by the Pine City goalie. And Hawks now up 3. Hawks figuring some things out. Pine City goalie doing all she can there to battle and hang in. But that giving Lizzie that much time and space is not a good combination for any goalie. Hawks get back on side. Sturgis gets bottled up a little bit. Johnson and Dahl offsides. Hawks have to catch up. Butler working up through traffic. Oman will pull it back. Up to Butler. Butler ices it. It's tipped. Dahl, full sprint in. Centers it. Oman on her stick. She fires one in. Shot save. Blocker save. Oman with a good look there. Puck's going to come out. Johnson off the boards. Finds Dahl. Dahl trying to push it forward. She's bottled up a little bit. Puck does come deep. Moline digging it out of the corner. Butler. She'll backhand it in or try to. Oman pushing way down. Oman will back up, walk the line a little bit. Nice move. She'll fire one in. Shot save out front. .532 here left in the second. Hawks now up 3-0. Shots in the 20s. 10 for Pine City. Here comes Pine City. Butler, D'ing up. Shot on Cavell. She makes that save. I don't know if that was a shot. Oh! No penalty coming. Pine City fans not liking that. Looked like they just kind of... Here comes Grillo. Butler working up ice. Butler dives in. Bodie, slap shot. That hit a couple people up front. Bodie kicking that one around a little bit, making it difficult for Pine City. Kohler up the zone to Harmer. Harmer fires one in. Shot save. Rebound right out front. Kohler working behind the net. She draws it back. No one there. Puck will come out. Hawks will reset. Nice play by Bodie, leaving it for Butler. Butler up to Callahan. That'll be icing on the Hawks. So we'll pull it back this way and reset a little bit with 4:20. Neighbor gets pushed in the corner a little bit, but here comes Harmer to dig it out of there. Callahan up the ice trying to hit Harmer. Whoever that was. Kohler streaking up. Here comes Neighbor. She goes off the boards hard. Tipped by Kohler. Icing waved off for some reason. Pine City not liking that. That was probably icing. Kicked off Callahan's skate. Puck's loose out front. Johnson comes off the bench, finds the puck, leaves it for Callahan. Callahan working through traffic. She'll backhand one. Puck's loose. Up to Butler. Butler throws it to Neighbor. Shoot that. Shoot it. Neighbor throws it on ice. They score. I think it may have been Caitlin Johnson scoring on a rebound. 3:30 here left in the second. I think that was Caitlin. Yep. Good scrappy goal in front of the net. She'll work through the line. Hawks are now up 4. It's a separation goal there. So puck drops. Bodie goes to Oman. Oman looking up ice. She'll sprint ahead. She gets bottled up. She'll turn it back around, float it to Sturgis. Here comes Dahl, chipping it ahead. 2-on-0. Shoot. That just goes wide. Dahl, open net. Rushed it a little bit. All of a sudden they had a 2-on-0. Callahan with her... Oman looking for a forward up the ice. Fires it up to Sturgis. Oman will pull it back. She'll push it up to Dahl. Dahl. As Oman streaked up the ice there looking for a... Oman centers it. Shot. Moline on the doorstep. Early whistle there. Puck was loose. Moline jammed it home, but ref blew the whistle there. 2:33 left here in the second period. Hawks with that lead. Face-off win. Grillo up to Bodie. Bodie. Shot hits a shin. Puck's going to come out. Omen will attack, move it up the ice, spin it back, push it up to Terwilliger. Terwilliger had to come off her stick. Bodie will clean it up. She'll float it in. Pine City shipping it out. Omen gets a stick on it. Defends well there. Here comes Pine City. They throw it on net. That's saved. Omen will push it back to Bodie. Bodie over to Omen. Omen looking up the ice. She'll go off the wall for an ice. Shot, score! Kohler blows that one by the Pine City goalie on that breakout. 1:30 here left in the second. Hawks go up 5. Kohler with a wicked wrister on that breakout. Hawks really starting to show off their speed. Kohler from Nienaber. Nienaber whistles it off the boards. That's icing, more than likely. Omen working behind the net. Gets pulled down. No call. And Cavell just covers it up. Johnson taking this face off. Good job kicking it back to Butler. Butler puts the brakes on, goes off the boards to Sturgis. Sturgis working up to Dahl. We got a 2-on-1. Omen Dahl. Shot save. Dahl again. Omen on the doorstep with Dahl. Puck's loose. Sturgis. Off the boards to Dahl. Sturgis to Johnson. Johnson fires one in. Save. Another shot save. A lot of Hawks. Puck's going to come out. Oh, Butler holds the line. Butler goes across the ice to Sturgis. Sturgis over to Omen. Omen backs off. Goes to Butler. Butler shoots it. Shot save. That goes wide. Tipped. Puck gets bounced around. 2 seconds left. Good ending of the period for the Hawks. Good pressure. And we'll be back here, Hawks. A lot of pressure that period. We'll be back in 10 minutes. All right, back in action here. Pine City. Omen off the boards to Callahan. Callahan behind the back, slick to Harmer to Kohler. Kohler working into the zone, pushes one on net. Harmer centers it. Gets lodged in the back of the net there. Harmer harassed by Pine City. They're trying to get it up to the top here. Callahan digging it out of there. Harmer up to Omen. Omen throws it, tries to throw it deep, hits Pine City. Puck will come out. There we go. Omen off Kohler's stick. Puck goes in deep. Pine City looking to escape. Omen defends. Johnson. That puck goes wide and deep. Kohler looking up the ice. Flips it forward. Trying to hit Callahan. Escaping. Johnson's after it. Johnson pressuring in the corner. Sturgis pressures as well. Good crash down by Butler. She holds the Pine City player off. She goes down. Dahl held up. Dahl has it knocked off her stick. Omen looking up ice. She decides to enter. Omen weaves through traffic. Backhands it. Pushes it up to Sturgis. Sturgis fires it over to Butler. Butler one-times it. Shot save out front. Johnson on the doorstep there. Butler pushes it in to Dahl. Johnson plays it. There's Sean Callahan way in the corner there. Shot. Sturgis scores. Hazel Sturgis with a nice move out front, created her own space, which created some time for her to get a great shot off. Again, Sturgis lately on a scoring spree. I think she's scored in the last 3 games. If I recall. I don't have a stat person. Butler. I just kind of wing it. Butler flings it up off the wall. Here comes Dahl. Dahl breaks out. Shot off the net. Side of the net there. Dahl. Sturgis unassisted. Clock. I think it's. Oh! Moline takes a big shot. Getting up a little slow. Big collision mid-ice. Hopefully she's okay. Oh, and the trainer goes out. Slipping on the ice. That's dangerous. The trainer should not be going out on like that. Sturgis skates off under her own power. Just a wicked collision. She is checking herself out. Looks like she's okay. I'll have to go back and watch that. If you're watching it, you can go back during game and rewatch. So go take a look at that. Here comes O'Reilly, Hoffman. O'Reilly caught up in the corner, looks to center it, trying to hit Nienaber. Here comes Butler. Butler with a slap shot. That goes wide. Like the aggressive shooting. Nienaber throwing one on net. That hits a shin out front of Pine City. So we're now in run time. You get up by 6 goals. Unless Pine City scores, it'll be run time here. So this game, no matter what happens, even if there's a penalty, it's still a run time. So Grillo pressuring. Cavell still rocking the net. Nice play. Bodie came in there and blew that up. Pine City working into the zone. Butler defends well. Puck's going to come out. Pine City looks to kind of flub that pass a little bit. Good play by Kohler. Kohler pressuring with Harmer. Pine City trying to get the puck out. They can't. Back to Callahan. Callahan back to Harmer. Kohler fires it. A lot of shooting there. I think Callahan went back to Kohler. I made a mistake there. There's a centering pass to Callahan. Puck's loose. They blow it dead for some reason. Clock now runs. Harmer taking this face off. That goes back to Pine City. They try to get it out. Callahan pinches down quick. Callahan. Ooh. Great shot by Kohler. A one-timer from Callahan. Harmer dials one in. That gets deflected out front. Ullman will back off. Bit of a drag there from Ullman going to Callahan. Great pass off the wall. Callahan works through traffic. Centered. Kohler off a pad. Ullman looking up to. Actually, she dumped it down on the corner. Ullman will retreat. Good stick by Callahan, harassing the Pine City player. Kohler pressuring. Ullman in pursuit. She'll work it off the wall. She comes up the ice with some speed. Works through traffic. Ullman shoots one. Save. Pine City. Nice shot by Ullman. Working it up the wall. Ullman recaptures the puck. Works through traffic again. Fires one in. Shot save. And we'll have a penalty coming up, I think, on the Hawks. Not sure what Ullman did there, but I didn't really see what she did, but she's going for a little bit of a 2-minute timeout. $10:55 and counting here. I'll give that a good hustle play on Ullman. Johnson taking this face off. Butler flings it around the corner. No one home for Pine City to pull that back, and the kill will begin. Butler. Turned over. Sturgis finds a gift. Johnson whiffs on that. Johnson gets pushed down, and Pine City will cover that up. So I don't know why you cover that up there, but penalty is trickling down. Here comes Pine City. Sturgis trying to dig it out of there. Butler tied up. Johnson working it up the wall. Butler finds it. She flings it up and on a play off the Surfside sign. In the NHL, that probably is that's a penalty. High school, you can do that to an extent. And run time. Butler rips it down the ice with 12 seconds left. Kohler pressuring on the top side. Callahan. And the Whitehawks go full strength. Butler up to Harmer. Harmer to Callahan. Callahan walks in, fires one in. Actually, that was more of a pass to Harmer. Here comes Butler. Butler fires one in on net. That hits a Pine City player. Butler, slapper. That goes wide. Bodie centered back to Callahan. Callahan works it in. Works it through traffic. Bodie. Oh, Kohler for a one-timer. Shot. Save, Pine City. Hawks continue pressure. Moline up to Nienaber. Nienaber pushes it back. Butler will have to circle back on it. Survey the ice. Up to Twilliger. Twilliger to Moline. Moline to Twilliger. Twilliger finding Grillo. Grillo up to Butler. Butler walks the line a little bit. Shot hits a player out front. Hawks now with 43 shots. Pine City with 13. Moline behind the net. Working to center it. Gets bottled up. Good to see Moline back out there after a nasty collision here a little bit ago. Butler behind the net. Leaves it for Nienaber. Nienaber shot. Save. Puck's loose. Hawks battling still. Terwilliger getting a stick on it. Pine City looking to eject out of the zone. That hits the ref. Maybe caught another stick. They go up the sidewall to Johnson. Both players can't handle that one. Puck came. Butler, nice pass up to Dahl. That hit Dahl. That gets tipped in. Dahl off her stick. Sturgis and Dahl bottled up. Puck comes out. Omen works it back. Finds Butler. Butler. Up to Dahl. Dahl up the ice. She's got Sturgis. Johnson fires one in. That's saved. Sturgis. Over to Omen from Butler. Puck comes slowly behind the net. Butler will pinch down. Omen will retreat. Penalty coming. Callahan, Omen defend. And we'll have a penalty coming up on the Hawks. Something happened behind the play. I'm not sure who's going, or maybe, I don't know who it's on, actually. Kind of a mystery penalty. Looks like Butler, Emma, going to the box for an unknown reason to me. I'm sure there was a penalty there, but I just didn't see it. Callahan taking this face off, so we'll have a 5-on-4. Callahan to Bodie. Omen pulls it out behind the net. She'll look up the ice. And fling it up off the boards. Kohler first to the puck. Tried to center it back. Callahan, just a beautiful stick lift there. Callahan working through the middle. Got Kohler on her left. Soft pass. Oh, Kohler. That pass unable to get through. Omen with a good stick. And the net comes off. A couple of collisions down by the net. Hopefully everybody's okay. Face-off coming. And Butler rips it around the boards. New neighbor approaches the Pine City player. Good shove into the good physical play there by Pine City on Butler. And they push it out of the zone. Hawks working to kill this one off. 25 seconds left on this power play. 3:15 left in the game. Johnson controls it, looks around, finds Harmer. Johnson, she'll rip one in, save out front. Johnson again shoots, backhands it. Butler flings one in on net, that goes wide. Hawks getting some good looks here on the power play, on the penalty kill. Harmer weaves through traffic, gets it on net. Goalie jumps on it, makes the save. The guy doing the shots must have quit, as we've been stuck at 43. No, he just puts up 3 more. which is not correct, but Moline works through traffic. It's tied up. Maybe hooked a little bit, but not enough. Butler floats it in. Hoffman works through the circle. Puck's loose. Terwilliger leaves it for Butler. Butler will push down. Neighbor pushed into the wall. 1:45 here left. So assuming this game ends up in a positive way for the Hawks, the next game will be Saturday, and that's an ice. So next game will be Saturday at 1. More than likely in Orono. I will not be doing that game, so it'll be on more than likely MN Hockey TV. So just reach out to your person that knows. We're not able to stream semifinals because those games are done professionally. So, and there's a contract and they're paid for, so that's gonna be icing. So Larry puts out Callahan, Kohler, and Harmer to wrap this up. 42 seconds left. Puck off the glass. Bowman will walk the line. She'll fire one in on that. Shot save. That goes wide. Up to Butler. Butler floats that one in to Kohler. Kohler. Bowman digs it out of there. Flings it back around to Harmer with 18 seconds left. Up off the boards. Pine City time to escape. 9 seconds left. Here comes Omen. Omen looking up the ice. With 8 seconds left. She'll fire one in at the end. That hits a skater out front. And that wraps it up. Hawks victorious here. Good effort by both teams. And that's it for this stream. We'll see you maybe next year.
This evening, Pine Center Dragons 0, Blue Whitehawks 6. Your next game for Whitehawks will be Saturday, and that depends on the outcome of the Orono Kingsland game that's playing tonight. Thanks for